all scattered around like little mice trying to find food. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Marie and I will be your teacher today. Today we are going to talk about rituals and the benefits of rituals. Rituals are something that I have started incorporating in my creative work to help me with my flow and to just expand my creativity. So I want to share a few of the rituals that I've started incorporating, and I also want to share the benefits and why you should incorporate rituals into your creative practice. When I first started looking into this topic, I thought I had my rituals down. I had my music going, I had my scented candles lit, I would bring my favorite drink, maybe a glass of wine, a little snack to snack on while I'm painting. I thought I had it down. But I realized that there are some other rituals that I could be incorporating into my practice to create more flow, more joy, more ease. A ritual is simply a way to connect to your mind, your body, your soul. It takes away the struggle and leaves room for ease and for joy and for fun. It helps you lean into your creativity. It helps take away some of the anxiety you may be feeling. It even helps you deal with things like grief and self-doubt. I have a quote here from Elizabeth Gilbert. She wrote the book Eat, Pray, Love. This is what rituals are for: to create a safe resting place for our most complicated feelings of trauma and joy. And that's simply it. It's creating space. It's creating space for celebration, for love, for surrender, for bliss. It helps us in so many areas of our life we may not even think about. And rituals don't even have to be in art. They can be in anything. Let's think of one example. You're at the airport. You hear them calling over the intercom, zone one, come line up. For some reason, everybody goes up there and forgets what a line is, and they're all scattered around like little mice trying to find food. What are the benefits of a line? Which is essentially a ritual that we've all agreed upon that works. A line is there to save us thought, because we don't have to think, what are we supposed to do next? We just know, just get in the line. It saves us thought, it saves us time, and it saves us energy. We don't have to think about what we're gonna do next. We just know, we stand in the line, and then our body and our mind takes over. There's no thought behind it, really. We just know what we're supposed to do. Having rituals in your creative practice is making space for your body and your soul to just connect to your art practice and do what it needs to do, without you thinking, what's next? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I go there? No, you've already created the space, and now it's time to create the intention. So I've started a few rituals in hopes to give more life to my creativity and to create space for my ideas. One thing I'd like to note is when it comes to creative ideas, they're not really ours. Creative ideas are floating around in the universe looking for somebody to bring them to life. And oftentimes we sit on really good creative ideas and then we'll see it somewhere else and think, oh, I thought of that. That was my idea. But it was an idea that was not acted on. So that idea had to leave you and had to find somebody else that was going to bring it to life. The benefits of rituals is it takes away that thought. When an idea comes to you and you have set the intention that you are going to show up to your practice Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. every day after work, no matter what, it is creating space for the ideas to flow through you naturally. It doesn't give you time to overthink and to overanalyze. There's none of that. You already have the tools that you need for a fun, creative flow. The first ritual that I've started incorporating is journaling. I'll have to admit, journaling is not something I took very seriously in the past. I was not able to fill out a journal. I didn't know what I wanted to write, but Opening that journal every morning and taking the pressure off, knowing that I don't have to write anything that makes sense. I don't have to write anything coherent. I can just write exactly as the thoughts are coming to me. Sometimes I end up with 3 beautiful pages of just interesting dialogue that has been going on in my mind. Sometimes I write a paragraph of what I dreamt of, and sometimes I just wake up and I give gratitude. That daily ritual has taken away the struggle of having to think of what to write. I don't need to think about what to write anymore. I just write. Whatever I need to write, I write. If I have nothing to say, I scribble until those scribbles turn into thoughts. But I've taken the pressure off of myself, and I have told myself that no matter what, rain or shine, good or bad, I will open that journal and I will write something on that page. And that ritual has opened up my mind to so many things, because I now can keep a log of my dreams, which I can turn into future projects if I feel like it, or I can write future notes to myself, or I can look at notes I've wrote in the past. It's such a great way to connect to the creative part of my soul. And it's something that I didn't even consider until I started making it a regular part of my routine. The second ritual that I have incorporated into my creative practice, and I'll admit I did take some time off because I was not feeling like leaving my house in the winter, but teaching. I've recently started teaching art classes, sip and paints, and it's been kind of great. I have to admit, I did not like the idea of teaching. It was not something I wanted to do, but I knew I had to push myself out of my comfort zone. I had a set day and time. Every month I would teach for 2 hours. That was all it was. And I had to just push myself. I came to realize that I was able to paint really fast, and teaching while painting was not as difficult as I thought it would be. I think before we step into doing something new, we're always overthinking, and the benefit of a ritual is it does not give you time to overthink. Every time that night would come up and I'd get nervous, like, oh, I have to teach another class. By the end of the class, I felt so much peace because I had to take that overthinking part out of it. It was already done. It was already there. It was already booked. People were already coming. I couldn't back out. So having that ritual in place and being of service to others just grew my self-confidence as an artist and as a teacher. And it's something that I will continue to do to just keep my creative practice flowing and fun. And the last ritual that I have not actually started yet, but I will be implementing in the future, is artist dates. Some of you may have read The Artist's Way, and one of the challenges in there is to take yourself out on an artist date at least once a week. And this is just to help you be in tune with your creativity, to have a relationship with your creativity, set time aside for your creativity. And again, it takes the thought out of it. You know that once a week you're going to sit down and whatever you may need, whether it's music or not or whatever, you're going to go and you are going to nurture your creativity for a few hours once a week. And my hope is it should help expand my creativity, expand my imagination, and just make room for my creativity to thrive. So when you're thinking about rituals, I want you to think about athletes, CEOs, billionaires, surgeons, lawyers. I'm sure you know that some of them have rituals that probably don't make sense to you or others around them, or it may only make sense to the people in their field. But whatever they're doing, they do have rituals that help them be at their peak performance. Regardless if it makes sense, it is something that just helps them get into the mindset that they need to be at their best. Rituals not only help them meet their goals, but it helps them manage their expectation, it helps them be more grounded, and it helps manage their energy level. You know those rituals when you need to get yourself pumped up. You need to scream, you need to jump, you need to do something, and that just like, it helps you get going. So maybe you're a poet that needs to run around the block every day before you sit down on paper, or maybe you need a fresh cup of coffee before you can go to the studio. I don't know, whatever it may be. What is your ritual that just gets you in your flow, that keeps you motivated, that keeps your energy up? Maybe it could be just putting on some pretty makeup, doing your eyelashes, and turning on your lights. Makeup is a great ritual. For me personally, I don't wear a lot of makeup, but forcing myself to put makeup on just gets me in this zone that I am doing something. I am here to be productive. I am here to work. And that is my ritual that helps me get into my flow. So like I said, ritual is a great way to help with your self-confidence. If you are doubting yourself as an artist and you just need that little boost of energy, that boost of just something to get you going, maybe set up a ritual that can take away all those pressures, all the struggle, all the push and pull that you're feeling within your creative practice. Another example is, think of athletes. Athletes know that they have to go, no, scratch that. Think of somebody that is trying to lose weight for the first time and they have struggled. Every day they're waking up, they don't want to go to the gym, they're having a hard time eating healthy. And what changes, or what makes the biggest change for them, is creating a ritual. They know every day after work, 6 o'clock, I will go to the gym, rain or shine, whether I'm feeling good or not, whether I ate shitty that day or not. It takes away that thought of, should I go to the gym? Maybe I should stay home. Today wasn't a good day. No, they've already set that time. That ritual is in place. It is non-negotiable. And having that in place saves them the mental energy of trying to back out of it. It takes away that little person in the back of your mind that's saying, no, just stay home. Because it's already done. It's already written. This is what I have to do every day. I gotta go to the gym. I'm not even gonna think about it anymore. It just is what it is. And that is the benefit of ritual in whatever you are trying to do. It's great to have a passion, but passion can only get you so far if you don't have something to ground it. Rituals are a great way to focus your intention so your passion can really carry you the rest of the way. And the more you engage in these rituals, you're gaining more experience in whatever you're doing. So your intention is becoming true over and over and over again. Then you're able to look back and say, oh, I did do that this day. I did do that this week or this month. I did it without even realizing, because you're on autopilot at this point. The great thing about your creative practice is your rituals are going to look completely different than somebody else's. I do suggest journaling. I think it's great, but you might have other things. It could be doing a collage every now and then, or I don't know. It could be different for everyone. I don't know what your art practice is, but I encourage you to find some type of ritual that takes the struggle out of your work so that it can be filled with more joy, so that you can leave room for creativity and that you can get into your creative flow a little bit easier. So I'm going to leave it there for now. I hope that you got something out of this, and I hope that you are able to incorporate rituals into your creative practice. Let me know in the comments what your rituals are, if you have any, or what rituals that you think you're going to incorporate in the future. And until next time, bye.